Hey guys, it is Tyler here, back once again with another video here on Tynamite Plus. Today we're doing my first ever album reaction video to Misery by the Amity Affliction, one of my favourite bands. I've seen them live once during their Let the Ocean Take Me tour, and incredible live act first of all, but also one of my favourite bands. And I've been dying to listen to this album all morning, but I've been holding off until I can record and give you my live reaction. So I'll go song for song, including the two that were pre-released and I've already heard, and then I'll just talk about it, talk over it, and you can just see how I react and, you know, whether I like or don't like the album. We know they're going for a new sound, if you know the Amity Affliction. They're changing their sound a lot this album. They've talked about it, you know, on the build-up to it, that they're going a bit softer. They're a metalcore band, if you don't know. And I feel like it makes a lot of sense at this point, because Let the Ocean Take Me was such an amazing, incredible album, and then this could be Heartbreak. To me, even though I think it's an underrated album, people just thought it sounded the same. I thought it kind of perfected that sound that they were building towards. That, sure, I think Let the Ocean Take Me maybe had a couple more standout songs, but I think this could be Heartbreak in terms of sound. Like, the album sound was kind of like the culmination of what they've been building towards, and I thought it was an incredible album as well. So I'm ready now to hear this new sound. They've released two songs previously that I've heard. One I like a lot, the other not so much, but they're the first two songs of the album, and we're going to go through it. So we're going to go song for song, and I'm going to react, and you can see how I enjoy or don't enjoy this album. But we're going to start with Ivy, in brackets Doomsday, which is the first song of the album, and is also the first single they put out, and I'm a big fan of this song. I like how it kind of has that sort of build up, and you think it's going to be, especially with Amity, it's kind of a message for this whole album being a softer album, because the way they build in past Amity, it would be like build, bang, and we just get straight into it. But in Ivy, they kind of go soft in, and it's just kind of, I feel like it's going to be sort of the vibe for the whole album, but we'll see. But they go in on that chorus, and I love it. I love it. Brilliant. Now, I feel like the song needs this. Wait for it. Here we go. Yeah. This song needed that. Once I heard this, for the first time listening to it, I was like, I like it, but I don't love it yet. But when we got to that breakdown, I was like, yes, this is what the song sort of needed. Do the vibe like, yeah, we're going softer, but we're not too soft. Not too soft. Alright, second song of the album. Again, I've heard this. I like it, but not like a lot. It's called Feels Like I'm Dying. It sounds a bit too much, I don't know, synth. Well, I'm not a big synth guy. I don't like that beat bop music unless I'm super drunk in a nightclub. Like, I do love the lyrics to this song. I'm just not 100% sure I like sort of, you know, the vocals mixed in with this sort of music. It just feels like, I don't know if it works. It's almost like a tease of old Amity to this new sound. Because he goes, feels like I'm, as if it's going into this big heavy chorus, and then it just has this synth, and then I'm like, okay, this is weird. I don't know if I like this. Yeah, look, I don't mind this song. I don't mind Feels Like I'm Dying, but it's not something I'm going to put on repeat. Whereas Ivy, I've listened to a lot. I'm a big fan of that song. But now I've got 10 other songs in this album that I haven't heard any of, and there's nothing better than just to get to listen to like a full new album for the first time. I'm going to really, really enjoy this. Okay, so the third song on the album is Holier Than Heaven. This is this is already weird. Oh, this is so creepy. Feels like a movie trailer is building up. Some like Dark Knight movie trailer. Oh. They really are going for a softer sound. Yeah, that's kind of what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. Hang on, I'm going to rewind that. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that. Let's do that again. Yeah. Yep. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Oh. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, that is so beautiful. Those screams. Oh. Oh, so beautiful. Like I like the soft sound, but this song has so far felt like just kind of it wasn't going anywhere up or down. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm happy just cruising right here. It's like a cruising sort of song. But then hit that breakdown and now the end hit. And this isn't just normal Amity screams. This is like, I don't know, it feels kind of a bit more like holding in and screaming. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like a real tense scream. And I kind of like that sort of aggressive, tense sort of scream like that. Oh, oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Fuck yeah. This second half of the song is so good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, Holier Than Ever, that was fucking good. It just felt so cruisy. The song. I was like, I'm not sold. And then halfway through, we just hit that breakdown, and from that point onwards, that song was banging. And if you don't really listen to this sort of music, and you're watching this video for whatever reason, like, and you're like, why do you enjoy screams like that? Why do you enjoy scream vocals? Can you even understand it? And I mean, with some bands like I listen to a lot, like Amity and stuff, even the first time I'm listening to it, I can understand what they're saying. But even still, that's not even the point. Sometimes with screams, because I love listening to lyrics and vocals and storytelling and things like that. But when it comes to like metalcore sort of stuff, I love screamo as like an aesthetic. It's like an instrument. It's like an aesthetic sound. I love it. I love the intensity of it. And in this song in particular, like I'm not even listening out for the lyrics, so I can understand Joel, whereas some other bands it's harder. It depends on the vocalist and on the screamer, or if you've listened to the band and you kind of know how they scream. But it's not even about that. It's like an instrument. It's like an added instrument, and I love what it does to songs and how it balances with clean vocals. And that, yeah, that was great. The second half of that song was great. The first half was a bit flat for me, but I like it. Good song. Next up is Burn Alive. What is what is that? Do 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 do. It's like a little. What are those things called? I'm not a musical at all. I'm not a music expert at all. So this is like in my unlicensed professional opinion. I don't know what that is. Um, the players as a kid. That's what it sounds like they've got in this. What the hell's going on? I was almost waiting for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to start. White people dancing. Yeah, A lot of years. I said yeah once, guys. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all those chimes at the start and at the end, but the song overall, yeah, I liked it. Not a standout to me at all. That was kind of like Holier Than Heaven, but through the whole thing, it was just kind of like, yeah, cruising, safe sort of song. Like, I liked it. I thought it was fine. The next song, though, is Misery. So the title song of the album. I'm interested. Yeah, okay. Shit. What is that? What the what is that? What is that? What is that clean, weird synthed voice? Holy shit, I just want to die. Okay. Don't do it. Huh, wow. That's an interesting song. That's a terrible adjective to use when listening to music, but like I like the song, but I feel like it's going to take a few listens. There's so many layers to that that I only kind of was getting hints of in this my first listen, and there's a lot of storytelling going on and a lot of very purposeful instrumental sound sort of changes throughout it, and it's all part of like the storytelling of what's going on. And I feel like it's going to be like a long sort of song to digest. So first listen I liked and was like, but I found myself kind of enthralled trying to figure out what was going on and break down all those layers musically, but also lyrically. That's going to take a few listens, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. Next song is Kick Rocks, number 6. Halfway through now. Well, after this. Easy, nice drum start. Yeah, I like this. I like it when bands, in metalcore, a lot of bands that, do scream vocals, and even Amity does that mostly, but, differential depending on the song, do verses are sort of screamed. Chorus is clean vocals. Next verse is scream, and then you get to the breakdown. It's mostly heavy, and the cleans you find in the choruses. I like when songs do it the other way, where it's clean, and then the choruses are those heavy scream sort of vocals. So I like this song for that. I just like being different. I like the balance in the song. I like this song, and I was just, I don't want to repeat myself, but in the sense of, you could just as easily with this song had scream vocals for the exact same lyrics of those verses and then done cleans in the choruses. Like, it sounds like a song you could easily done that. And I just like that they're musically almost giving you clean vocals where musically you'd get screams and vice versa. I don't know how to explain it. That's just what it sounds like to me. Again, I'm not a music expert even in any way, but just as a fan, an admirer of music. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. I like that it's kind of, you feel like you should be singing those vocals, but it's kind of the scream to it. Kind of like it's, and with the lyrics as well, the story to it. I don't know, like I just like that combination. I sound super pretentious when I say that. I apologize. I like Kick Rocks a lot. That was a good song. I like it. I like its balance in combination with clean and scream vocals. We're halfway through now, so number 7 is Black Cloud. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious what this song's about. With the black cloud and the what did he say? The black dog will not let me be. I guess a metaphor for his depression or suicidal thoughts and stuff. And they do use that um sort of metaphor a bit, not like the black cloud specifically, but like it's a sort of like entity that's following Joel. That's what you kind of get from this album, but in the past as well from Amity songs. Nice breakdown. Always appreciate a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot, actually. Took me a minute to get into because I was so focused on the lyrics, and it's quite a visual thing, but they kind of use that metaphor and give it to you and then just run with it, so you don't really need to keep paying so much attention to the lyrics at the end. I could kind of get more into the music of it. I liked it. Yeah, that was good. Not the standout of the album or anything, but, another just sort of solid track that I enjoyed. I enjoyed that. I would keep listening to that. Number 8 is D.I.E. Die. Okay. Another Twinkle Twinkle Little Star beginning. Here we go. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. I just love when sort of lyrics bounce with the beat like this. I mean, it's depressing lyrics, but I just kind of, it's depressing lyrics, but I just can't help but like feel sort of like I'm into it. Like it's like a happy sort of, tune with just horribly depressing lyrics. I kind of love that. It makes you laugh. It's like a chant. D.I.E. This is funny. Just imagine crowd chanting this. I'm imagining they're live for this song. This would be a great live song. Everyone chanting D.I.E. Oh, that guitar solo. Woo, woo. Oh, I love good guitar solos. And this isn't too like in your face. It's just with it all. Oh. Oh. I don't remember many standout guitar solos from Amity songs now that when I think about it. Oh, this is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. That might be my favorite song so far. That might be my favorite song so far. Holier Than Heaven was really good, but D.I.E. might be my favorite. That is a song that's going to play so well live. So well live. That's a great song. Just lyrically and how about like sort of bounced with the beat and the music I loved. And it was kind of like I said, depressing lyrics with a kind of, I felt like an upbeat for Amity sort of musical tune to it. And the way it kind of bounced and you could kind of get into that especially again, I keep thinking of how it would play live, just so like you could really get into that live, and the chant to it, the guitar solo, like I don't. Maybe I'm totally wrong and don't pay attention to it, but I don't remember really hearing many guitar solos in Amity songs, at least in recent albums. So that was just perfect. Like I just love that. It just, to me, that is a live song. That is a song you want to be there and experience that live. That was awesome. That was an awesome song. Okay, how are we gonna? Can we top that? Drag the Lake, number 9. Slowing us down a lot. Ooh, 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 ooh! Those cleans. You just get all. I can feel the emotion. Yeah, this is good. I love the vocal emotion in this. Both the screams and the cleans. I can feel like a bit more like real, like sort of heart wrenching. Ooh, that was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. I wasn't sure how the next song would go after D.I.E, but Drag the Lake. Whew, those vocals, clean and screams. I felt the emotion. I like it. I like that a lot. That was fun. That was a fun song. That was a fun song. Next up, number 10. We got 3 songs left. Beltsville Blues. All these starts, opens to these songs all these opens have been real different. Like, and I don't just mean like each song's different. Like for Amity, they felt different, and just maybe a bit of things they haven't sort of done before. Because sometimes you can feel like, I get the complaint sometimes, at least with the openings of like every Amity song, it's kind of like this sort of build, like sort of just kind of builds in to a heavy start. At least for most, like obviously there's a lot of range here, but in this album, it's just every kind of one's just a musically different, building to something different, and I like that about this. I like that about this, and this song's the same. It feels really old school rock with the guitar in this, mixed in with this sound. Always drowning. It's always drowning. With Amity. The guitar in this song is so good. They're just doing things I haven't heard them do before. They're letting the guitar be the star for bits of this, and I like that. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Not one of the standout ones, but I loved the guitar in that. Because to me, I don't know, again, maybe I just totally am not paying attention to the past with Amity. But I just feel like, when I think of Amity, I think the star of every song is always vocals. It's always, whether it be the cleans or the screams, it's always the vocals. I don't really think of, wow, the guitar in that song was just really good. And that I did. Like the guitar was kind of like had its moments and just kind of controlled that song for me. And it was a different sort of guitar sense than what we're used to. Or the what I'm used to with Amity. That was cool. Oh, so I like that. I like the balance. Number 11, Set Me Free. Again, these starts, these openings. Wow. This song's going to be big. This song's going to be big. Yeah. It's a really powerful song. I almost feel like it didn't need a screamo breakdown in this. The guitar again on this album. These solos that are standing out to me. The guitar stands out to me in this album. At least for a few songs. This is... I love this. I love this. Wow, yeah. When I read "Set Me Free," you kind of had... I had an idea of what the song was about. And it was. But, yeah, it was powerful. And it reminds me of... It's like this album's all fucked up. From Amity's last album that was hugely popular. And I feel like this is that. This is going to be a big song for them. But great song. Great song. I feel like that could have almost been the last song on the album. But it's not. There's one more. The Gift Horse. Let's see if this is the reason that Set Me Free wasn't last. Because this thing needs to be last. The Gift Horse. Very soft, very slow. Not a bad thing. Kind of fits for the last song, I guess. Would have been weird placement if it wasn't. Don't know where else you would have put this on the album other than last. Yeah, that was kind of a nothing song for me. Yeah, that didn't really do it for me. I mean, I get why if the Gift Horse is on the album, I get why you put it last, but I feel like you could have cut that and had 11 songs and Set Me Free's the last song would have been what an ending sort of thing. You're like, wow, like, it's still a softer song, but it kind of really puts a lot into it. Whereas lyrically, the Gift Horse has a lot in there, but musically, it doesn't really keep me engaged. Probably my least favorite song on the album, The Gift Horse, or maybe Feels Like I'm Dying. No, I like Feels Like I'm Dying better. But overall, I mean, Misery, what an awesome album. Another great album from the Amity Affliction. I loved Ivy, the first single they put out. That was great. But in terms of what's, new on the album, Holier Than Heaven, though the first half was just kind of like, oh yeah, a bit of a cruisy, like I like it. The second half was tremendous. Misery, I need to give some more listens because I feel there's a lot of layers to that song. D.I.E, brilliant song. I really want to go see Amity live again, just almost to see that song perform live because that's amazing. Drag the Lake right after that. Another tremendous song. And Set Me Free. By God. I like the new sound. I like, they're really trying to, play with new sounds in every single song. And I respect that. And I think they did a great job. I think this is a great album. After finishing this, listen to the whole thing again, but mainly D.I.E. I'm going to listen to straight away after I finish recording this. So hope you enjoyed listening to this. Let me know what you think of the album, or this is my first album reaction video. So let me know how I put it together and if you think the structure needs any changes or anything like that, or any advice or any new albums that you're into that you're like, Tyler, do a reaction to this album. And maybe I'll do that. So, cool. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Go listen to Misery by the Amity Affliction. Great album. Great album. And let me know if you've listened to it, what your favourite song is. If you think I'm totally off. because I definitely sounded super pretentious throughout this. So other than that, wow, that was really good. Awesome. Alrighty, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Bye.